Lamar Jackson is the MVP of the NFL through 9 weeks, a perfect passer rating against the best defense in the NFL. And on top of that, went 16 of 19 for 280 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. Let's look at the film and see what Lamar did so great and give him a grade at the end. And just a reminder, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can support me. Love you guys, and let's get into the film. The Ravens went 3 and out on their first drive after an interception, and then they went on to score 7 consecutive drives in a row, and a big reason of it was because of chunk plays like this. Now, I don't think this ball was actually supposed to go to Aguilar, but everybody is watching Lamar Jackson. He changes the game so much. You don't know if he's going to run. You don't know if he's going to throw. You have no idea where he's going to go with the football because he's a great improviser. So nobody gets open here. You're going to see Zay Flowers just run a comeback route here, and then you're going to see Justice Hill just run an out route here. It looks like Lamar wants to come here to Justice Hill, and then we're just going to have Bateman run a go route. It seems like they just want to dump it off to him. And then Aguilar runs like a more vertical over route. This is it. And nobody gets open. Even Pat Ricard here running a little route. Crazy how a 300-pound man can run routes and score touchdowns in the game as well. And you'll see, watch Lamar's eyes. He wants to go here the entire time. But it was actually, and he could have gone here if he wanted to. Wouldn't have been a bad decision. But he doesn't like it. Actually, the linebacker plays it pretty well. But what's so interesting is this safety is coming all the way down to play this. All the way. I don't know why. It's another busted coverage. I don't know if he thought that maybe he was trying to jump this route with Aguilar and Aguilar just gets more vertical. That would probably be my guess. He does a great job here. I hope he continues to play because he has been consistently good for this Ravens team. And like I said, Lamar's eyes, his improvising, all of this is why Lamar Jackson is so great. Just because these defenders have no idea who to cover. It is a pick your poison offense with Lamar Jackson because there are so many weapons across the board. This is one of Lamar's best throws of the day. It's not the best, but it is a beam of a throw to Zay Flowers and a nice pickup. And then at the end, he gets the face mask as well. So if we go back to this concept, we have a one high safety here, and that's why this play really works. And Derrick Henry is a big reason why this play works as well. You're going to run a play action here, and you're going to see this linebacker is supposed to be covering the middle of the field. But he's going to take a couple steps forward here to try to stop Derrick Henry, and then he's backing up. It's too late at this point. But how they'll run this is Bateman is just going to take away this safety on this go route here, and then Zay Flowers is just going to come across the middle, and exactly where this circle is where he gets open. But the throw by Lamar is a big reason why this works because it could have easily been tipped. But when Lamar throws it and where he throws it makes it so important as to why this play worked. Zay Flowers had a hell of a game. He is really turning into a wide receiver 1 for this Ravens offense, which they have been begging for since Lamar has been the quarterback of this team. I want you to watch this throw, because this linebacker does get back, but Lamar's going to have to kind of throw it behind him because what a lot of quarterbacks would probably do is throw it down in front of him, but he throws it a little bit early and a little bit behind just to get it over the linebacker's hand. Because if he throws it with anticipation, throws over the middle, it might get tipped or even intercepted, but he throws it just a bit earlier because he sees that opening, and now it's a first down, and then you get the face mask after. You're in position to score. A very quick break just to remind you that this YouTube channel is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is a great ticket app that I use for my Ravens tickets all year long. That's where my season tickets are, and they are the official ticket app of the Baltimore Ravens. If you guys want $20 off your first purchase, just use my code YAPMAT. That's YAP MATT, and you guys would be supporting me and the channel, and I would truly appreciate it. All right, let's get back into the film. The Ravens attacked the middle of the field the entire first half, and a lot of it was Zay Flowers. He had 111 yards in the first half, one of the best receiving performances I've seen from a Ravens receiver in the first half. I'm not sure if it was a record or not for a Ravens receiver in the first half, but it was crazy. And the scheme, again, is kind of like the last clip. They're just going to send Bateman on a go route. And what's so great about Bateman getting his speed back is now people are going to have to respect the deep ball, especially after that Buccaneers game where he could prove that he can go vertical on any DB in the league. And then Zay Flowers is just going to come over the middle. Now, they're playing man-to-man coverage. Now, here, it looks like man-to-man, but these two are both guarding Bateman, I guess because they have no one else to guard down here. I'm still learning a little bit about defense and concepts and all that, so I have no idea what's going on there. But to me, it looks like man-to-man. 55 is going to line up on Derrick Henry, and Henry is just going to run an out route here. And yeah, it just becomes open for Zay Flowers across the middle. And when you have one-on-ones, when you can have wide receivers like Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman and now Deontay Johnson and even Nelson Aguilar be able to get open in one-on-one coverage, in man-to-man coverage, it is so important for this Ravens offense. And that's exactly what they didn't have last year that they have now. Now, I want you to watch this throw by Lamar. I wanted to show this angle because this is one of the toughest throws he's probably made all year. It kind of reminded me of the 2-point conversion to Zay Flowers last year to tie the game against the Rams. He has pressure right here. Don't want to talk about 77. Kind of had a rough day again, but he was a little bit better. This is like a jump throw. That is a jump throw. That is crazy to throw this on. I mean, his feet are not set. They're going this way. This is all arm, which to be able to throw this accurately, basically the other way of where your feet are, is so impressive with a 300-pound man in your face. Jump up, perfect throw, a little bit behind, but with the situation, that is MVP level stuff to pick up a first down on third down and get your guy open. This is Lamar's best throw of the day. I would make an argument it's his best throw of the entire season. And it's gone under the radar from the media because these are throws outside the numbers to a running back on a dime. This linebacker actually played it pretty well. He was put in a bad position. And Lamar just to pick this up. This is a 3rd and 12. And they picked this up because of Lamar Jackson. And I don't know. I think this is a Todd Monken thing. Maybe it's a Lamar thing. But Lamar being so good in this offensive scheme, I wouldn't doubt that he's the reason for this. Because what Lamar does is he's actually going to send Justice Hill in motion here to read the defense and see if he's getting a man-to-man coverage. He sees that guys are up, so he's just guessing that it probably is man-to-man. But I wonder if he's sending this motion and sending him back around to see if they're actually going to run man. And it actually works because you can see here when he motions, Lamar sees 55 come up. So he's like, oh, I have man-to-man coverage. When he goes over there, he's going to follow suit. So he brings him back over to the other side. My guess is this is part of the play call. And the concept here, this was going to Justice Hill. When you have Justice Hill against any linebacker, Justice Hill is probably going to win. It's just stops all across the board. Like everybody is just running a stop in the middle of the field, and Justice Hill is just going to run a wheel route, and it's not completely open, but Lamar makes it open. And you'll see 52. This is really hard for 50. I believe that's his number, 52. He has to get all the way out here and be able to cover a running back. That is tough. And then Bateman is doing a nice job here of a rub route as well to block him off. And the linebacker, I thought, played it really well. Shout out to him because he is right on him. There is no other place that Lamar could have thrown this ball except for right there. That is MVP level stuff. This is the best we have seen Lamar Jackson as a thrower. I really want to say that this is the best thrower of the football in the NFL right now. He is the best throwing quarterback in the NFL who can also run. He might be the most accurate quarterback in the NFL. He is the best quarterback in the NFL because of plays like this. This touchdown to Zay Flowers was all Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers doing what they do best, off-script plays. When things do not work the way the Ravens want them to work, Lamar Jackson is there to save the day. And these receivers just being able to get open no matter the circumstance. And what they're trying to do in this scheme, they use Bateman a lot on vertical routes in this game to get Zay Flowers open. Shout out to Bateman because he is playing his role to perfection. I know he had the drop, but he has played great. If Bateman didn't have that vertical threat, or if he wasn't a threat to the defense at all, we wouldn't be having this conversation about how great Zay Flowers was in this game, because now he brings another element to this offense. Once again, Bateman is taking all the attention here. 1, 2, he's going to take away three guys. He's going to take away this guy, not this guy. This guy actually plays this really well. And what they want to do is send Zay Flowers in, and then they're going to try to run a post corner. But the DB actually plays it really, really well, getting in front, getting outside leverage on him. You can see here, Zay wants to get on the outside here and get out here. But this corner actually does a good job of blocking it, doesn't hold, releases. He played that perfectly. He's not open. So this play doesn't work. Not open, not open. There's players all over the middle of the field. You have Justice Hill here, but this guy can make a play. But he wants to get to Zay. Steps up in the pocket when pressure is there. Now watch Zay Flowers without the ball. Like I said about this Ravens offense when I talked about Lamar a couple weeks ago, this is like a Golden State Warriors offense back in like 2016. How do you play without the ball in your hands? How do you play when stuff is off script for the Ravens? You can see Zay turning his hips, creating, he realizes that there's so much space out here, realizes Lamar is looking for him. He follows Lamar's eyes, and Lamar just puts it on a seam for a touchdown. This is why this offense is so good, because the receivers now are playing Lamar Jackson's game, and Lamar Jackson is playing his own game. And Lamar doesn't need to run anymore. He could have ran this ball. And I was in this end zone, actually. I was screaming. I was like, please, please, run the football. He didn't run very much, but this is what makes Lamar so mature and such a great thrower, is he is always looking downfield. Back in like 2 years ago, Lamar runs this in for a touchdown, which is fine, but now he wants to throw the ball. He is proving a point. This is a tough throw. That's not an easy throw on the run, off script, being able to read what your receiver is doing, and Zay Flowers doing a great job getting open. Look at Lamar here. Look at Lamar. It's like he just hit a three-point shot. He knows it's in. He's like Steph Curry of this Ravens offense, making insane throws, making insane three-point jump shots. Touchdown. Realizes it. The confidence is there. The MV3 MVP is no doubt Lamar Jackson because of plays like this. No other quarterback makes plays like this on a consistent level like number 8. 27 seconds left in the half, and you score a 50-plus yard touchdown because of Zay Flowers. This video might be about just Zay Flowers in general, maybe not as much Lamar as I thought, but Zay and Lamar are just on a different level together. And finally, people are calling Lamar Jackson a yak merchant. We have been praying for times like this. And once again, Bateman taking all the attention away from the safety and the DB. And then you have Zay Flowers coming across the middle here who gets open. Like I said, pick your poison offense. These linebackers need to drop back, and they see that Mark Andrews is coming in the middle of the field. So they're like, oh crap, we have to guard Mark Andrews. Oh, are you forgetting about Zay Flowers behind you? Are you forgetting about Rashad Bateman behind you? It doesn't matter who you put there. But just being able to create plays like this to get open is Todd Monken. Todd Monken is light years better than any offensive coordinator Lamar Jackson has ever had, and he's had 3 of them. And then he throws it on a dart over top this linebacker. That is a hard throw. He threw it over the linebackers all day long, staying calm in the pocket, even with pressure in his face, hands in his face, and then Zay Flowers just doing Zay Flowers things. I mean, I know that people say Zay Flowers is like Hollywood Brown. He is, but he's a much, much better version. This is what we were hoping that Hollywood Brown was going to be. I mean, just being able to read, throwing over this linebacker is crazy because he realizes that he's going to go over top of him and he steps back and Lamar still throws a seam over top of him. Look how high this guy is. That's insane. That's insane. That is athletic. Oh my God. He's flying. He's flying. And still Lamar gets it over him. Look how high this is. I don't even know who 55 is. I'd have to look it up. But oh my God, that was an athletic play. And then for Zay, I mean, you're just arm tackling at this point. I guess they just think that they can just grab him. But you can't just grab Zay Flowers just because he's smaller. You have to tackle him. He plays bigger than what he truly is, man. And that changed the whole entire game. Now you go into the half, I believe, up 24-10. And now you're talking about a potential blowout. I feel really bad for these Broncos linebackers because even when they play this perfectly, they still cannot stop the Ravens on a long third down because Lamar Jackson only ran the ball, maybe 2 or 3 times in the entire game, maybe. And this play was actually designed for newest Raven Deontay Johnson. And the linebacker actually plays this really well across the field. 55 actually played a decent game. It's just so hard to play linebacker. That's got to be the hardest position to play against this Ravens offense. You have to stop Derrick Henry, and then you have to stop the middle of the field with all of these guys who create separation everywhere. It sucks for any linebacker that has to go against the Ravens. Once again, just running deep routes here over the middle, trying to get everybody to move this way, and this way, and this way, and hopefully you have Deontay Johnson open. But 55 actually does a really good job here of watch him point him out. He points him out right now. He realizes what's coming, and Lamar's going to get some pressure in his face. He realizes this guy's coming down. A lot of quarterbacks would have made this throw right here. They would have thrown it, and then he would have gotten blown up on third down. So Lamar realizing that he can use his legs here, get out of pressure, and look how fast. It looks like he's jogging half the time. Just Lamar, I feel like Lamar at this point of his career sees the play before it happens. And what I mean by that is he realizes that if he throws this ball to Deontay, look at him pointing. If he throws this ball to Deontay, this guy's going to come down and make a play and blow him up. He doesn't want to get his wide receiver killed like Derek Carr did. And instead makes a play, uses his legs. Look at all of this open field. He knows at this point, like I said earlier, Lamar will keep his head up, but when you have this much space, yeah, you're not going to throw this ball. And it's third down, picks it up, and that's why he's the MVP, because no other quarterback, I don't care if it's Josh Allen, I don't care if it's Patrick Mahomes, I don't care who it is. They can't do what Lamar can do, but he can do what they can do. Last play, I had to show this play because we have a 300-pound touchdown from Pat Ricard, who gets his 1 touchdown per year. I did see someone say they bet every single week on a Pat Ricard touchdown because it happens at least once per year and the odds are so good you end up at the end of the season. But Derrick Henry, it's a pick your poison. Like, you even have to worry about the fullback because you'll see here, they're going to run just a play action and you'll see the linebacker. He's supposed to be covering. This is man-to-man coverage. So he's supposed to be guarding Pat Ricard, but he falls for the play action. It's too late at this point. His feet are flat. He's not going to be able to get out to Pat Ricard. And watch Lamar Jackson again, putting his hand up. It's an insane offense. When you have a 300-pound fullback who's also played defensive tackle, yes, I am not joking, in the NFL, scoring touchdowns on you, you know things are going right. And having Derrick Henry in this offense and then having an elite passer like Lamar, having the weapons, and then you even have a fullback who can catch the ball, who's an underrated pass catcher, and then Lamar putting his hand up. Look at him again. Hand up. It's over. 3-pointer. Sunk. Game over. And that's it for this film review because Lamar Jackson went 16 of 19, only 19 passes, an 84% completion percentage, 280 yards passing. He broke a Ravens record for passing yards. He had 275 or more passing yards in 5 straight games. No other Ravens quarterback has ever done that, including Joe Flacco. And then 3 passing touchdowns and a QBR of 97.1 and the perfect passer rating as well. I mean, what other grade do I give Lamar Jackson other than an A+? He is undeniably the MVP of the NFL. It is incredible what we are watching a Hall of Fame quarterback. We are watching one of the greatest quarterbacks we have ever seen in NFL history. I think by the end of it, as long as Lamar can win a Super Bowl, which I don't think that kills his legacy, I only think it can help it at this point. If he wins a Super Bowl, we might have a discussion of a top 10 quarterback of all time. This is what everybody thought Mike Vick was going to be, and it is really special to watch, especially as a Ravens fan, and I am enjoying every single moment. Hopefully the Ravens make a move defensively. That's a whole nother conversation. If they can fix that, I don't see a reason why this offense cannot win a Super Bowl. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you guys can do me a favor and just hit that subscribe button, you guys can support me, especially if you're part of the Ravens flock. You're coming from Twitter. I do a lot of stuff on there, from TikTok or wherever it is. I appreciate you guys supporting me. If you guys can follow me on all social media platforms, like I said, hit the like, comment. Do you guys think that the Ravens actually get over the hump this year? I think they actually have a good chance of doing it with this offense. Once again, thank you guys. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.